Hi all and welcome back to the channel. Right, so today what I'm going to talk about is my recent watches. So what I've been watching over the course of the last 2 weeks or so. So we're going to talk about, I've got 8 films here, 7 of them are Christmassy, one of them is non-Christmassy, and then also I've put in a cinema film that I watched as well fairly recently. So all in all, we've got 9 films to talk about. So not going to waste any time. I'm just going to try and cruise through them and not make this video too long. So yeah, let's go. Let's talk about them. Right, so here we have the first time watch for me. Never seen this before, but I've seen loads of YouTubers talk about this film, so I thought, let's give it a go. So I watched it with my boy, and it is Krampus. 2015's Krampus. Now, like I said, first time watch. So basically, a quick plot rundown. This evolves around, so you've got a family of 4. So obviously mum and dad, then you've got Max, which this kind of centres around, and he's got an older sister as well. And basically Max, the young kid, he really likes Christmas, and he does this letter to Santa. He does. Now what happens next is we get the rest of the family come to the house. So now you've got the aunt, the uncle, their kids. So now you've got a house full of people you've got now. So they don't get along. So obviously they're all arguing. Max has got his letter, and then one of the kids takes the letter and sort of reads it out loud. That gets him annoyed, and from this point he basically hates Christmas now. He doesn't like it, he doesn't want to celebrate it, so he rips up his letter. And what that does, that basically summons the demon, if you like, of Krampus. And then Krampus comes along and he kidnaps kids, tortures them, and it goes from there. So I had fun with this one. My boy really liked it. My boy's 13, so he really enjoyed it as well. Joyce watched it as well, but I'm not too sure what she thought of it. So not sure there. Between me and my son, we both enjoyed this one. But yeah, that's basically the plot. And then they're basically out to try and find their kids or kid, because Max goes missing. No, the sister goes missing, and they're on a hunt to find her after. So yeah, good fun, funny. It's got loads of good bits in it. Definitely watch this again. This is DVD copy, but now I know I like it, I'll probably upgrade it to probably a Blu-ray, if not a 4K. But yeah, first one, Krampus. Enjoyed this one. Fun film. Give me your thoughts. Alright, so second up, it's another first time watch for me. And this one, I know it's very popular within the YouTube community, and it is Jim Carrey's The Grinch Stole Christmas from 2000. Now, like I said, first time watch with this one. So yeah, Jim Carrey, who plays the Grinch, he lives in Mount Crumpet with his dog Max. Max is very funny in this, by the way. I did love Max. So yeah, he lives in Mount Crumpet, him and Max, and the village next to him is the Who's. The Who's, a village called the Whoville. Whoville and Who's live in this village called Whoville, if I'm right. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's right. Basically, this village, they love Christmas, they love celebrating Christmas, and they basically love to party. Him being the Grinch, he doesn't like the noise, so his plan is to ruin Christmas. So he dresses up as Santa, goes to the village, and obviously from there he's trying to ruin it. Steal presents and food, and it goes from there. Because slowly he meets this girl, and then he kind of changes his way of thinking, and then, you know, everyone kind of knows the plot now, but that's pretty much, you know, the bit plot that I'm gonna say. So how did I get on with this one? I'll be honest, I'm not sure. I enjoyed Max. Max cracked me up. Every time I saw Max and the things he was doing, it made me laugh. But as for the Grinch, Jim Carrey, and the Who's, and I don't know, I think this is one I need to watch again. Basically, I can't make up my mind with this one. I don't know if I liked it. I don't know if I disliked it. All I know is I like Max. I think that's what, because that's all I got out of this film when it finished. I was like, yeah, Max was cool. Max was funny, but the actual film itself, I wasn't sure. So I will give it another go. Whether it's this Christmas or next Christmas, I don't know. So we'll see. So yeah, give us your thoughts. But I think most of you do like this one. So yeah, that's the next one, The Grinch. Right, so third up, we have got another, to be honest, I keep saying first time watch. I think all of these were first time watches. So this is another first time watch. It's a rom-com, which I'm not normally a big watcher of rom-coms. I can't remember the last one I saw, but I thought let's give this a go. And it is from 2006, and it is The Holiday. Now here we have Cameron Diaz, Kate Winslet, Jude Law, and Jack Black. So you've got the four of them. So you've got basically the two girls who are down in their luck with romance. They're not getting on. Cameron Diaz's character who lives in LA, who's quite wealthy. And then we've got Kate Winslet's character, who lives in a village in England. So she gets on the internet to have a look, finds a house swap, and the two of them switch houses for a week. I believe it was a week. And then from there, they end up meeting these two. And it goes from there. The story goes from there. Do you know, it was about 2 hours long, this one. And when I first put it on, I had a quick look at how long it was. And when I saw it was 2 hours, I thought, I think this might be a bit too long for me. But to be fair, I thought it was all right. I quite enjoyed it. I actually surprised myself in enjoying this film. I didn't think I would, but it was okay. Funny in bits. I thought, especially Cameron Diaz's character, was Amanda, was pretty funny in this. Especially when she gets to the village for the first time. She gets in the Mini and she's like, I've got this driving wise, and obviously you're driving on the other side of the road. But yeah, I thought there was some comedy elements to this, and yeah, I thought it was a good watch in the end. Would I watch it again? Maybe I would. It was fun, I'll say. But yeah, give me your thoughts on The Holiday. So yeah, that's my third watch this week. Right, so fourth up, we have got a comedy from 2015, and it is The Night Before. Now here we follow three mates we've got. So we've got Ethan, who is a musician. Then we got Isak, who is basically married and his wife's expecting a baby. Then we've got Chris, who is suddenly famous and a great footballer. But you find out during the course of the film how he ended up getting famous and, you know, and suddenly a great football player, American football player, so not soccer. But yeah, basically they're out. I think it's their last hurrah together, so they're out to party basically, and they're looking for this Nutcracker ball party, which is the ultimate party. Now to get there, they're basically just coming across, they're just partying, so they're drinking, drugs is involved, which is funny, hilarious, and meeting up with old drug dealers and stuff like that. So it's basically, you know, them on a night out, and it's and the stuff they get up to. Funny, it is funny. I enjoyed it. Stuff they got up to made me think of a few of my nights out back in the day. It made me think, but hey, you know, funny film, and yeah, I did enjoy this one. I will probably upgrade this one now. I bought them all. Most of these I bought on DVD, but the ones I really like I probably will upgrade. But this I would definitely watch again. So yeah, give us your thoughts on The Night Before. But this, yeah, really enjoyed it. It's one of my favourite ones out of the little mix I watched. This is, so yeah, The Night Before, funny film. All right, so next up from 2003, we have got Billy Bob Thornton, another first time watch for me, in Bad Santa. Now, this one, basically, you've got Billy Bob Thornton, and so you've got the two of these together. We basically get together once a year to do a heist on a shopping centre, basically. So as soon as shopping mall closes, two of them sort of rip off the shops, get enough money to see them through, and then they do it again the following year. So he basically poses as Santa in one of the malls, and the kids come through, but he's always drinking, he's always drunk, so he's never in a fit state. And it is funny, it is quite funny, especially when the kids come through. It's like, what do you want? And then next kid comes, what do you want? And then yeah, whatever. And but yeah, it is quite funny. And this dude here, he's funny as well. And then as the film goes along, he gets to meet obviously this kid here, and this kid is funny as well, this kid. And then he gets together with this girl as well, and they try to, you know, sort him out a bit more, because like I say, he's always drunk, he's always and he's never with it. But as a film, yeah, another one. I enjoyed this one as well. Is there a second one? I'm sure there's a second one out there. Let me know if the second one's worth watching. But this one was fun. I had fun with this one. But give me your thoughts on Bad Santa. So yeah, another good watch for me, and that is Bad Santa. All right. So next up, 2022 film, and it's David Harbour's Violet Night. But again, another first time watch for me. It makes it sound like I don't watch Christmas films at all. It makes it sound, because all of these I know are fairly popular within the community, and these films are all like up there in good films to watch. But for me, these are all first time watches. I normally watch the same stuff, whether it's Die Hard, Home Alones, Christmas Vacations. I normally always watch the same stuff. Jingle All the Way. So this is my first time watching completely different films. It is. But anyways, let's go back to this, sideswiping. So we've got, yeah, Santa, the real Santa we've got, and he's out there. He's not really happy still doing it. He doesn't think the kids are that good anymore, but he's out there anyway, still giving out the presents and stuff. Comes across this house, wealthy house, and what's going on in this house? You've got a wealthy family. So Beverly D'Angelo from the National Lampoons, Mrs. Griswold, if you like. She plays the main mum in this, and she's got all her family there. She's got her son, her daughter with her other half, and then her son with his kids, and basically they're all there gathering, having a party. And what happens, you've got this guy called Jimmy, who calls himself Scrooge in this, after obviously he sees Santa, so he calls himself Scrooge, and he's there to basically get a safe. So he's there with his team to crack the safe open in this house and get the money. And obviously you've got Santa, who's caught himself in the middle of it all, and he has to try and save the family. And I really enjoyed this. I thought it was great. You had traps, Home Alone style traps, which, it's not PG friendly in here, so these traps are there to hurt. They're there, and I thought it was done really well. Yeah, surprised. It's surprised. I'd never heard of this before, so for me, I didn't know how about the hype of this film. I knew nothing. I literally, just from YouTubers mentioning this film, I thought, let me give it a go. So from a first time watch, I really enjoyed this film. It was fun, action, funny. Yeah, that's what I can say about this film. Definitely I'll upgrade this one. So yeah, might even for probably Blu-ray, as it's probably going to be a once a year watch for me, this one. So yeah, Violet Night, good film. Another good film. Okay, so next up we have got a 1946 film, very popular film of It's a Wonderful Life. Now, I know I'm going to get daggers watching me and scrutinising what I'm going to say about this film. So, yes, first time watch, and I'm not going to lie, I wasn't going to watch it. I wasn't going to watch it just for the fact of everyone loves this film. I don't think I've come across one person within the community that doesn't like this film. Now, please put in the comments what you, if you're one of those that is not a fan of this film. But as from what I can see, people had this in their list of Christmas films to watch, from Sammy G's little challenge that he brought out, and I saw this came up in quite a few people's list. This came up. So, a quick plot. So George Bailey, he's got a dream of seeing the world, but he doesn't. Instead, he stays back in his town to help the community out, and he ends up in financial difficulties. He ends up, and he basically wishes he was never born. Then you've got guardian angel Clarence, who shows him life, how life would be if he was never born, so how the community would be without him. And he gets to see the two versions, life without him and how he actually impacted people's lives with him really being there. So that's your film plot. Now, what did I think of it? I'm not going to say I didn't like it, but I'm not going to say I liked it either. It was, you know, when a film's just not for you. I think I pulled one out. It's just not for me. This one, it's just not for me. I mean, I'm trying to even think of black and white films I like. You know, I know it's not the black and white thing, but if it is, I'm trying to think of black and white. I mean, I can think of only one film that's non-comedy that I like as a black and white film, and that's Psycho. Now, bar that, everything else black and white that I used to like, or do like, is your Laurel and Hardy's, Norman Wisdom. Back in the day, I used to like Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin when they did their comedies. So it's a lot of comedies. The Carry On, some of the old Carry On, well, they're all old Carry On films, but the black and white ones as well. But mostly it's comedy. So I'm just going to put this down as it wasn't a film for me personally. I think that's how. So no hate on the film. It's just one of them. I'm sure everyone's got those kind of films that they just don't get on with. I mean, yeah, that is one reason I when the group, on like say George, Roy, there's a handful of Jodie, Tim. I know you watched it and you said you wasn't sure and you got on with it as well. So yeah, I know you all like this film. So yeah, I can only apologise. I can only, it's just one of them that wasn't for me. Sorry. Alright, so next up, this is the first of the two non-Christmassy films that I watched. And we've got 2013, The Heat. Sandra Bullock, Melissa McCartney, FBI agent, detective. She basically, Sandra Bullock's character of Sarah, no one really likes her where she is. The FBI, no one likes her. She's a bit sort of uptight. She doesn't get on with anyone. So she gets sent to Boston to team up with Mullins. And she's the complete opposite of Sarah's character. She's loud-mouthed, in your face. So yeah, she's a bit out there. And the two of them have to team up to crack down a drug lord, basically. Now, yeah, it was funny in bits. It was funny in bits. I chuckled in some bits. Would I watch it again? Probably not. I think a one and done is probably enough for this film. Yeah, glad I watched it. At least I've seen it once. But I know, Roy, you watched this fairly recently, didn't you? And I think, did you like it, or did you kind of think the same way? It was okay. It was worth a watch. It was. So yeah, same from me. Worth a watch at least once, but that's probably it. Had some chuckles through the film. She's quite funny, in your face, swearing all the time, laughing. I was laughing. So yeah, not a bad watch, and that is The Heat. Right, so last up is my cinema trip, and it was 2025 film of The Running Man. Now, I've not read the book, so I'm not comparing this to the book. So all I can compare it to is Arnie's The Running Man. I can compare it to. So this one, same character, Ben Richards, but it is different. It is different to Arnie's version. It is different. So you've still got the game show, The Running Man, but the reason he's doing it in this film is to win the money to help his daughter who's sick. So he wants to win the game, to win the money, to basically save his daughter. So he enters the game, but it is different in how it's set out. I liked it, the start. I liked how the start kind of went with him going to the game, and it's not in one compound. So this is America. So he's basically, once his timer starts, he can go wherever he wants. And you've got a bunch of hunters, professional hunters, that go to hunt him down and kill him. So there's 3 of them. There is. And yeah, obviously cameras everywhere, and then people can let them know where they are, so that it's very hard to get away. Now, it started off really well. I thought it started off really well. It got me hooked on the storyline. I enjoyed it, and I think the ending, the ending was a bit meh for me. So up until most of it, I enjoyed. Up until the last half an hour or so, I didn't get on with the end. I didn't get on with. But give us your thoughts on this one. If you like the whole film, didn't like it, did like it. It's interesting to see. I liked The Running Man, Arnie's version as well. I liked. That was more of a comedy. Great Arnie one-liners. So yeah, that's always a classic in my eyes. But this one was good. This one was good. Like I said, the ending there was a bit random for us, but yeah, that's all the films. That is covering 9 films in total. Throw us your comments. Let me know what you think of the films. I know I know what's coming my way with It's a Wonderful Life, but hey, I will reply. I'll reply to you all. I'll reply. But yeah, give us your thoughts on the films. If you liked them, didn't like them, and yeah, let's wrap this up. Hopefully I didn't spend too long on this video. So yeah, that's it for my Christmas watches, and yeah, sub and like and comment, and that'll be grateful. And I'll see you with Christmas and everything. I'm not sure how my videos are going to go at the moment. I'm still managing doing within the time frame of how I normally do them, but going forward I'm not too sure. Obviously there's a lot of things coming up, so let's see how we do. So I will see you all soon. All right, take care, and I'll see you when I see you. Merry Christmas all.